very popular in the combustion community. Just to introduce him, Professor Thierry Poisson is the research director at Institut de Mécanique de Fluids, the Toulouse, CNRS, France. So his research interests include theory, simulations and experiments on laminar and turbulent combustion, combustion instability, simulation and control of two-phase flows, and passive and active control methods for flow and combustion instability. So he is leading a research group that is founded by him, that is the CFD group at Surfex. So at present he is leading a group of 65 researchers, which includes 14 senior scientists and 35 PhD students. So he also holds several key positions, which includes the senior research scientist at the Center of Turbulence Research, Stanford University and NASA MS, consultant for French Institute of Petroleum Energies, Air Liquide, Siemens, Daimler, and an invited professor in French engineering schools and at several prestigious foreign universities. He also leads the European Research Council Advanced Grant on Combustion Instability Simulations on Massively Parallel Systems. He has supervised 65 PhD theses, 20 postdoctoral works, and 100 master theses. Over the years, he has published more than 180 articles in reputed journals and owns a number of patents on control of combustion instabilities. He also co-authored a textbook on combustion titled Theoretical and Numerical Combustion, which is very popular among the student community. In the year of 2003, he became the Associate Fellow of AIA. So currently, he is the Associate Editor of the Journal of Combustion and Flame, so which is one of the topmost journal in the combustion. So his courses on CFD, numerical combustion and theoretical combustion received very popular, received a great deal of attention both in academic institutions and industries. So with these introductions, I welcome Professor Thierry Poisson.
Thank you.
May I ask Professor Panigrahi, our head of the department in mechanical engineering, to give the flower bouquet to Professor Poisson.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So now I will ask Professor Panigrahi and Professor Poisson to inaugurate the session by lighting the lamp.
Combustion.
So first,
Ignition.
we have to do it.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, we will start with some combustion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to work or not, huh? But you are used to it, so.
So in India, we do combustion all the time.
Yeah, I see that.
Anything.
Yeah. So what
can
you?
take it.
I take it?
Yeah.
Here? Not yet, not yet. It's coming.
So you can put some more. I think the AC is creating the problem.
Almost done. Not yet.
This location is
Yeah. So it is not with me. You have to do that. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't burn yourself. Okay, great.
So now I will request Professor P.K. Panigrahi, head of the Mechanical Engineering Department, to give a small lecture.
Sure, go ahead.
Good morning to you all. So, Professor Poinster, Dr. Day, and Professor Amresh, and then so many other delegates here, and students who are participating here. Now on behalf of the department and the institute, I would like to welcome you along with our chief speaker, Professor Poinsa. Now, when you are running into this combustion course and something you have been given all the lectures that which you are going into it. So as to an introduction, you will go into more details, and I will tell you the perspective, the way I had looked into combustion. And the first one, when you look into the combustion, maybe about 20 years back, this is the time when I ran into the flame combustion. And then when we ran into the flame combustion, at that time the question was that people started asking that what are you working on? So I started saying that I am working on soot. And then when you are a student and then going to start your research, you ask that you are working on soot, which is glass, and it is happening all over, everywhere, in Chula, everywhere it is happening. Then it is not so exciting to say that you are working on soot. And but anyway, this is what you decide, because your professors think that generation of soot, characterization of soot is something very, very critical for the engineering community, and that is how you get introduced to it. And then when you try to go and start working on it and doing the experiment in soot, and then you find out the same way we had tough time to lead this lamp, then exactly the same way when you light to the flame, and so tough time, to get the ignition of the flame, you have to have an exact flow rate of all the fuels, and then the flow controller has to be in the 3-digit decimal, and then only you get it right, and that is how you get it so scared to do an experiment on lighting a flame for which you want to do the characterization. And then after that you go into and do the experiment, and then you put some laser beam inside it, and you do the scattering, and the signal that you are getting is something like, they say, 10 to the power -5, something like this you are running into, and very, very scary thought to do the experiment. And somehow you run into a simple thing which a person in village think that he knows, how to read the chula, and he knows everything about it. As an experimentalist, you run into a lot of problems. And then when you run into this, I will tell you, then we thought that we will run into and take some courses now in combustion. And then as a graduate student, when you start taking courses in combustion, I will tell you, then people, all the previous graduate students, they say, "Arey, combustion, don't take combustion course, it is so difficult here." And then we are doing research and you are not planning to do combustion course, so how to go about it? And then what we say, only best option is to do audit it, because if you take this course, you are either going to get D or you are going to get F. And then what made me think that, as a student, you don't want to get a F grade when you start this one, and never ever I took the combustion course. So this is what is my part here, because you run as a student, you never take a combustion course. But then somehow, when you go, you have to complete the degree. I did something in combustion. And then finally, I will tell you that when you are doing the combustion, and then you want to do something, you want to publish, and then when you want to publish, and the first time you look into that, which journal you look at it, and you will see that you will assume that you will take some mechanical engineering journal or chemical engineering journal to publish it, but ultimately, finally, what we decided to run into a physics journal, which is now going to publish your paper which you have worked in combustion here. The point is that what it makes you, that it is so complex that from engineering it goes to science, and that is where it comes to such a complex phenomena here. And then when I could never go into the combustion here, then started doing something, and then when we came here, then someone of students said that he wants to do the combustion experiment. I mean, then I said, I got scared, you know, that I cannot, I have done long time back. So then we started, and he wanted to do combustion of hydrogen. It's a hydrogen combustion, you know, so scary of hydrogen combustion. How do you do that? Because all the stability comes into picture, and then flashback comes into picture. You run into a very, very difficult experiment to design here. And then finally what it is there, that all the challenges, but still as a researcher you face it, you take it, and you know that there are more complexity which comes into picture here. Now saying that this combustion is something where we run into very high temperature, maybe very high speed, many number of species, and then so many parametric range happens here, and that is why it is so difficult to have a controllability of combustion. But then as far as the engineering is concerned, then we have to know the physics of it, we have to know the mathematics of it, and finally doing it, we will do the experiment for it. And when I was looking into this, and then definitely it comes into pollution, it comes into energy, it comes into control, and I looked at it and I see that everything is there in this course here, and I am very, very happy that many of you here have now at least ventured to come here and learn about combustion. And then when we are writing it, reading this, we are generating combustion. The good thing is the weather outside has calmed down. So when the heat gets generated here, outside you will cool it down, and you will have a definitely good time here. And I wish you a very, very knowledgeable and then a pleasant experience both in learning and getting a broad picture of it. You will get many, many materials, I am sure. I mean, we will miss many of them, but it will be pretty interesting. So I welcome you well, and I wish that you have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sanjay. Now we'll start our lecture session. So altogether we have 25 lectures, 21 regular lectures and 4 supplementary lectures. So supplementary lectures are for those students who do not have a background in combustion. And apart from that, we have 2 lab visits. So among us we have Professor Avinash Agarwal and Professor Vaibhav Arghode. So they will also be teaching a part of this course. And so I will not take much time, and I will ask Professor Poiser to start that.